Alright, this is a weekly reading for Cancer the Crab. I do have some channeled messages that I wrote down before the reading. So, I'm going to read those first and then I'll get to the playlist, okay? So, knowing what you want but confused about how to get it. Necessary conflicts to have in your identity. A spiritual teacher being left out, bridging the gap between two cultures, a class system, or a class activision. Like, I don't know how I actually thought about that, but it's actually putting two different things together, either class, ethnicity, gender, whatever. It could be the same sex, it could be other things that are different, or kind of testing taboo stuff. But I do feel like there's something coming together. There's going to be something that may confuse you of how to get it, or how to approach an issue, stuff like that. Also, you might feel left out of a certain situation. So, just... This week's going to have a lot of things going on. So, if you have any conflicts with who you are as a person or trying to find yourself, I do feel like this is not the week to go find yourself. I feel like this is the week to experiment, if that makes sense, if you haven't found yourself or you're trying to figure out what you're good at. I do feel like this is kind of the week to figure that out or perfect a project of what you're working on, something like that. So, you know, my messages were all the way around. But, yeah, I tried to write them down the best I could so that people would understand what I'm trying to say. But it's confusing, but you might be confused to begin with. So you might be going through a lot. You might be thinking a lot. You might be in your own head a lot. So you might be like, oh, I need to do this, this, and this. Other people are looking at you like you're crazy. But, you know, it's your journey. It's your spiritual journey or your journey in life, period. So, you can do and spend it however you want, actually. So, anyway. Let's see. So we have 10 songs. I'm going to pick one for the reading, and then the rest will be listed down below in the description. Excuse me. Ooh. I hate when I have to hold in a sneeze. It's like, it went back into my thorax. Alright, let's do Pharrell Williams, Happy. So, that's the last time I go outside with a wet head. Ooh, and it's so cold outside. Ooh. Keep sneezing and keep being allergic to myself. Anyway, your week as a whole is going to be the 8 of Cups. So, leaving unhappy relationship, abandonment issues, moving on, discovering the truth, developing a relationship, seeing the truth, knowing, quote, them on a biblical level, probably. You know, it's gonna be like the truth comes out, maybe the reason for everything happening, and everything that, like, took effect. So it, you know, it could be a lot of different things, coming to light that may or may not have made sense before, and now that they do, it's kind of like, oh, I don't want to be with this person anymore. So if you're in a relationship, you could have been in a relationship for a long time, and if you're, you know, in like a business for too long, you kind of understand like where all the products are going, and you're kind of like against that. or what they're being used for. So, you know, when you find out, you know, your morals are like more important and you need to get out, you know what I mean? But yeah, I feel like you're gonna have a moments where you're kind of like not gonna stand for it anymore. Um, you know, it could be. Hmm, it could be a lot of stuff. I feel like it's gonna be to the point of it's like I made the wrong decision, and that just came to me. I was just like, that's weird. With with you know, Cancer the Crab readings, usually it's more honest, and I feel like this is like a lot of secrets coming out. So, yeah, I don't know. I feel like I should clarify, but I'm not. But, because I feel like this is like on the wider scale of secrets and stuff like that, where it's gonna be like somebody using you to make themselves famous, or it's gonna be your reputation is propelling this person forward in their career, which is weird and hard to explain, but if you get that, then you get that. Also, um, I feel like you might be dating somebody that is kind of pretending. If that makes sense. I don't know. For somebody, you'll know what I mean, when you figure it out. But I feel like somebody's pretending. I don't know if they're pretending to like you or love you or something, but I feel like they're pretending something. They could be pretending to go to a job or pretending to, like, be who they're not, like, put on a false mask. But I don't know. I keep getting like The Shining. Like, that's so weird. Like parts of The Shining, like with the twins and the tricycle, and like the the downstairs where the elevator is. So I'm not sure what that means. I'm not getting like the creepy one scene where he like busts through the wall or anything, but I'm getting like the more bewildering scenes in The Shining, if you know what I mean. So just be aware of that. There's something going on, and I feel like you're just scratching the surface of what's going on with this person that you're, you know, looking at. So just, you know, be safe. Number 2, something unexpected that will arise. Well, The Shining things, if you get that reference. And if you watch that movie, make sure that you watch it with a friend. So some of it's a little bit triggering, but you know it's all right. Number 2, something unexpected that will arise. So we have the 5 of Swords, getting back together, forgiveness, breakup. You could be going back with an ex, either current or something else. But there could be some bewildering stuff that you need to resolve first. So, you know, there could be a lot of secrets or misunderstandings. But I feel like The Shining images in my head are a little bit too much for me. I don't like the bewildering stuff. I would rather have the action scenes, to be honest with you. So number 3, how you can stay grounded and balanced. So the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is new love, spirituality, beginning of a relationship, feelings growing, potential, intuition, birth of a female, new feelings. So there's going to be some new feelings. It could be a new person, or it could be an old ex. I feel like this might be an ex that, you know, you kind of have been keeping in touch with, maybe as a friend. Or they might be a friend. I don't know. It could be a friend. Anyway, whatever the case is, you could be reconnecting with them on a more romantic level. So, number 4, important emotion you will feel this week. 5 of Wands. 5 of Wands, an exciting challenge. A chance to show your skill, sportsmanship, rivalry, opportunity to grow conflict, friendly competition. So there might be a bit of competition, a bit of, maybe starting a project together. Maybe one person works on the same type of project as you and see which one does better. I feel like that could be a thing. Something group related, but not really. It's more competition related. Okay, number 5, something that will inspire you. The King of Wands. Alright, the King of Wands, an exciting challenge, a chance. Let's see. No, let's see, the King of Wands. I'm sorry, I wrote down all this stuff on like a little piece of paper. I wrote too much on my paper. It's weird. Anyway, the King of Wands is cutting edge, creates tomorrow's, business-minded, takes charge, certain of convictions, big picture, leader, overcoming challenges. So, again, you could be the victor of this. That's all I'm going to say. But, yeah. And I do get Floridian slips a lot, and, I'm not, like, one of those readers that can just, like, read it and just make up some crazy shit on the spot. But, I don't channel that way. Like, I'll channel it before, so I'm not, like, doing too much. But, yeah, I do make mistakes, and I'm fine with making mistakes. I feel like a lot of people want to, like, cover it up and take another take. Nah. If I make a mistake, I make a mistake. That's how it works. So, because I want people to get a spectrum reading. So, if it's them, that they can be like, oh yeah, that did happen, or this happened, and a few other things happened, but that was the, the bones and, the spinal of it, the spinal cord. It's probably not the meat and potato reading, but it's kind of the broth, the broth of, like, the week, I guess. So my readings are kind of like, the titles and the subtitle of your week. It's not, like, full description. Oh my gosh, this is gonna happen, this is gonna happen, this is gonna happen. Depending on your own free will is how it's gonna happen, alright? So, if I make a mistake, I make a mistake. That's part of my week. Especially since it's my birthday today, so. I am way too much of, thinking about other things, so I am sorry. Anyway, number 6. Let's see, how your spirit guides will speak to you this week. We have the 6. Number 6 is temperance. So, number 6 is usually, let's see, choice. Yeah, I have numbers on my wall. It's weird. I feel like I am in Stranger Things. So, choice. You might have a choice of some kind. So, temperance, pure contentment, middle path, a peaceful home life, patience, the end of arguing, the end of conflicts, finding meaning in, like, a relationship or in your life. And let's see, management of time and money. So you might actually save a little bit of money, not be spending as much as you did with the other relationship. But yeah, I do feel like you might be saving up for, like, something. So, Anyway, number 7. How to best support yourself this week. We have the Tower. I think this is self-inflicted Tower moment. So, breakup, weak relationships, ending, fundamental shift of view of love, sudden changes, unexpected events, revolutions, learning to adapt, a shock. So, you might be like, she messed up. But yeah, I mess up a lot. Like I mess up on I think Aquarius, but I've messed up on Aquarius so many times. Like I think it's part of like their reading now where I just mess up and I kind of have, you know, a babble moment. But yeah, I mess up a lot on these. I think the last one I messed up on was Capricorn. Capricorn always is like a little bit more serious than the rest of them, I feel. Especially because Capricorn kind of feels like the father of the horoscopes. And I do want to do those people justice because they are so nice and friendly. But, you know, sometimes it's just a lot. You know, it's a lot of demand for those ones. But yeah, with this one, I was just like, there's going to be a lot of stuff going on. So you might feel overwhelmed. You might make a lot of mistakes, but it happens. You might be a little bit embarrassed or a little bit confused. It doesn't, you know, it doesn't take away from, like, your personality. Because you understand that your personality has many, like, different qualities. That's not just one thing. So, you know, if you're a little bit wildflowery or a wallflower, be a wallflower. It's not a bad idea. I mean, you know, child you would not see it as a problem. They think it was funny and run off and play tag or something. But you as an adult are awkward and, you know, maybe weird. Maybe you're confused. Maybe other stuff's going on. And you might just, you know, just be finding your strength, you know? Maybe you're awkward. Maybe you're this, that, and the other. But, I feel like you have newfound strength in what you're doing. Okay? So I don't find it as I made a mistake today. I find it as I made a mistake today because I know it's going to connect with my readers. It's going to connect with my viewers. It's going to connect long term with people outside my own world. You know, I think about other people a lot, and I think I do it to a fault, and I think a lot of people do that too. So anyway, Cancer, I hope you have a good week, and I do hope that you feel that you can be just as weird, just as kooky, just as down to earth as everybody else. You know, you don't have to be all together at once. You can always be a little bit goofy, a little bit down to earth. Reach other people's level at times so that they feel comfortable. Okay? Anyway, Cancer, I hope this helped you out in some way, shape, or form. We're all just human, but, you know, some of us are extraordinary human beings, you know. Do extraordinary things, try to reach other people that, you know, some other people might have forgotten about. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next reading, alright? Bye now.